What's going on, guys? I am Mr. Deranged. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, make sure to click the subscribe button and all that fun, happy horse shit. I've been getting a lot of questions. Not really. I haven't gotten any fucking questions. It just seems like a good idea, and people don't know what the fuck they're doing. So. Show you or teach you, walk through. We're going to be making a new brand for my Twitch channel because the issues. Anyway, so we're going to get started on this. What we're first going to do is we need to go down to Google or Chrome or Internet Explorer, Firefox, whatever the fuck you use. And we're going to go and type in, you know, what we're looking for. In this case, I'm looking for a fire badge. So something just simple like this. Take a little bit. Sometimes it might help to type in PNG at the end. That way you get an already clear background. But I wanted to do it this way. That way I can show you some tips and tricks on the Photoscape X, which is also a free software that you can use in order to get your brand and emotes and whatever you want done. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to find our downloads. I keep all my stuff in the downloads file. It makes sense. So we're going to go click cutout. We're going to drag drop. And we're going to hit the magic eraser. Make sure that the tolerance stays around 50%. If you take it any higher than that, you can delete the entire photo. And basically you're just trying to make this transparent so that you can edit over top of it, between it, whatever you got to do. I always like to save over top of the downloaded file. That way I don't have duplicates of so many files on my computer, which I already have way too freaking many. I'm going into the paint right now just so I can fill in the spots because I wanted to fill it in with red, and paint seems like the easiest spot to do that. I don't know if you could see it, but it wasn't working properly when I was trying to just fill it in. So what I did is I just erased the outline because I knew that it was going to keep just slightly outline of black. Well, at least I was taking the risk to see. So there, it's completely transparent. Boom, we can fill it in properly. Then we can come back and hit it with that red in the center to get what we really want. I'll just go ahead and I save that over top of the video that I'm already or the picture that I'm already saving over. I'm gonna do the same thing with the photo that I took. So I took this photo. I took like a bunch of photos, but they weren't coming in clear because I had to hit the button and jump back, and the autofocus was not autofocusing the way I wanted it to autofocus. So you can see the photo that I went with. I didn't like the other one because I was like way too fucking cheesy in it, just smiling away. So I went ahead and I hit the lasso. I lassoed myself out of it, and then you can just come through with the magic eraser and you're just gonna do this. It is very repetitive, and see, that's where you gotta watch. You gotta watch how you're doing it because you can erase like the whole freaking face of something. Come back through with the lasso, and if you do it correctly, you can get most of it. You want to watch that line there to make sure that you're just hitting that perfect. I feel like I'm fucking rapping. That perfect angle there to where you're not erasing too much of it. Like I said, this part is probably the longest process out of all of it. It is so repetitive and redundant to continually do this. So after you get everything situated and you get the entire thing cut out, and save it, I go back to Chrome, and I'm going to type in like cartoon me, I think is what I typed in to the Google taskbar, but it's called befunky.com, and then you can just, you know, upload your own photo and then go through and find the digital art that you want. After you get everything squared away, you want to open up a new project. This is where you want to start putting the pieces together for what your image is, what you're going to do with it, what you want to do with it. And this is why you need multiples. So I put that back up there, and I did the magic eraser and took out the red in the center, and then created another photo. That way I didn't block myself out of the photo. And you're just gonna lay one right over top of the other. There is not a quick button for this. It is very just, if you don't want to pay to have somebody else do this work for you, this is the type of crap that you're going to have to go through. Otherwise, feel free to jump on like Fiverr or go to the 3,000, 2 million people on Twitter that are DMing you constantly about doing graphics for you. It's easy. You're just doing it. Like, I don't know. It's super easy. I've been doing it for a long time though. So what I did here is I just went out and I cut out my arms to match the circle to where they would be hidden, because I didn't want anything appearing in the background at all. So I just kept cutting stuff out, cutting stuff out, cutting stuff out until I got to where I wanted. I'm going to go back to YouTube, I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to find some fire. And in this one, you can see I typed in fire PNG. The reason I did this is because I wanted an already transparent background, especially when it comes down to fire, because if you don't do that, there is going to be a lot of little deletions on your part when you go to take it into the Photoscape X. So I got pretty lucky here. You can see where there's just that gray smoke still. So I'm just going to go back through. I'm just going to click on that stuff. Get that stuff out of here. Get out of here! Tired of you. Always in my face. I'm going to delete all that stuff out of there. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to pop in to back to the photo that I've been editing, or the background brand, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. This was a pain in the ass. This lasso part was just annoying, but I had to get that little teensy bitty little area out of there. And I couldn't use the magic eraser, because if I used the magic eraser, I could have deleted the entire thing, so I didn't do that, which there's always a back button, so whatever. So I'm going to drop that in there. I'm going to insert a photo. New. And then when it says background, make sure it says transparent. Don't put a black background or anything, or else you're just going to have to go back into the cutout stage, and you're going to have to use the magic eraser to cut everything out. This is where I'm going to insert both images as 2 images. So you'll see over on the left-hand side where it says layers. That's what I am doing. I am layering it. It is going to be layers. Have a font that you like, that you always use, go ahead and use that font. If not, you can go to like fonts.com or type in like fonts in Google and download a new font for your personalization of your channel, which is what I did. I can't remember what this font is called, but I did go through and download my own. In this section, you can go ahead and tweak the font to give it an arch, an arc, whatever you want, and basically you're just going to sit here and tweak this thing around, find what you really are looking for. I like to give my stuff a little bit of shading and background. You can see over on the right hand side where I've done the transform, which is where I get the arc from. And then on the right hand side, you'll also see where it says long shadow. So I didn't like the size of it, so I'm going to make it bigger. That way it is easier to work with, because you can shrink this down later on and do resizing. If you need a video for that, just let me know and I will help you with how to resize and how to do emojis for your channel or for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Skipping ahead a little bit here, we went ahead and I typed in my name, Mr.Deranged. I did the bottom the same as the top. And this is more or less what I'm actually creating here is not like a brand. I am actually creating a stream schedule is what I'm trying to create. So I'm putting my logo and everything on there. The logo that I had I wasn't happy with, which is why I made a completely new one. And I figured, hey, people need to know how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and teach them how to do this. I went ahead and went back to Google, and I found this red and black background that I really liked, and I'm going to go ahead and place that all the way in the back of the thing and save it. Save it. This is very important. When you go to save it, it's going to pop up and prompt. So if you look at the photo right now, you can see that there's some flames outside of the background itself. So when I go to save it, it's going to prompt and say, do you want to include the objects outside? The answer is no. I don't want to include the objects outside because I want that to be a complete square and perfect. This is where I go to save as, because I don't want to save over top of my other overlays, so to speak, of what I have created. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and go save new, and I ended up calling this aggressive, I think is what I called it, or new brand aggressive, something like that. Anyways, so I hope this all made sense, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys need a more in-depth, like I said, I just wanted to try and keep this quick and short, and I mean the video overall was, to record and do all this stuff, it took me over an hour for just making the thumbnail. So I want to kind of shorten that down, because I don't expect anybody to sit here for an hour to watch a video. We all like to watch short videos, and we want to get straight to the point, so that's what I am trying to do in this video. If you need a more in-depth video, or if you need help walking through, you guys can go down to my Discord link found in the description. You can go to the Discord and just straight out ask me there. Please do not come to Twitter and ask me questions on Twitter. I don't like doing DMs on Twitter. It's just weird. I'm trying to sell my Discord right now, if you can't tell. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you want. I just hope that it helps. Please let me know if it helped. I don't care if you give it a like or what. But just, you know, comment like a thumbs up or smiley face at least. Like, give me some sort of reassurance that the video helped you.